ask most people about Baltimore, Maryland, and usually the images that come to mind have nothing to do with this. They usually think about shows like Homicide or The Wire. But the city of Baltimore is hoping to change all of those perceptions, and they're going to use some good old-fashioned horsepower to make it happen. The process officially began in February 2008 when meetings shifted the Baltimore Grand Prix from pipe dream to reality. From the start, it was seen as a way to change Baltimore's image as the perfect setting for TV crime dramas. But before anyone could start to fix public perception, other big fixes were necessary. Busy downtown streets like Pratt and Light hadn't gotten a facelift in decades. What was needed was a lot of vision and a ton of asphalt.
Frankly, when you travel around the country and around the world, when you tell people you're from Baltimore, one of the things they want to talk about is The Wire. It has had a huge impact on the way people look at the city. And it gives us an opportunity on TV to show over a weekend that there's other sides of Baltimore. It's not just what you saw on The Wire.
When you think of the other cities where the IndyCar series runs, I mean, they're running in Sao Paulo, Brazil, in Tokyo, Japan, and Toronto. I know for a fact that they're very close to signing a deal with Shanghai, China. I think having Baltimore sort of in that group of cities, major, world-class cities, it just elevates us, elevates our sort of the perception of us around the world.
William and Jay's vision was a premier street racing circuit placed in the thriving downtown of a beautiful coastal city. Die-hard racing fans would enjoy Indy Lights, and American Le Mans events spread over the entire Labor Day weekend. And for those who'd never seen so much as one lap of the Indy 500, concerts, food, parties, and vendors would be sure to entertain. But before anyone could start their engines, Jay and Bill needed the mayor on their team.
I thought it was crazy.
Not exactly the reaction they were hoping for. But after further research, Mayor Rawlings Blake began to understand how the Grand Prix could be the perfect chance for her city to shine.
We have people that are coming from all over the world that are going to be here. And I think, at the end of the day, people in Baltimore will embrace it as well. There's so many people who are proud of their city and love the opportunity, like I do, to show it off, and we're ready.
On an average weekday, these streets are packed with commuters going to and from work to downtown, not during the Grand Prix. So I wanted to ask some of the people who are here visiting for the race if they thought it was all worth it.
It really will be good for the city, It's going to be watched all over the country, so it's, good exposure for Baltimore.
What was your first impression when you heard that there was going to be a Grand Prix race in the city of Baltimore?
I thought it sounded fantastic. The Inner Harbor's a wonderful place, and I think they had the streets for it, and I couldn't wait. And when they moved it to Labor Day, I thought that's win-win.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. I've never been to a race, and I'm all up for doing new things, so I'm excited.
So the public was ready for racing. But would the drivers have the same enthusiasm for the 12-turn, 2-mile street circuit? And more importantly, what would they think about their latest stop being held in Baltimore?
Whenever I say my name, I always get, oh, Oreo like the cookie. And I have to say, no. Oreo like the Baltimore Orioles. So finally, honestly, this has been going on since that long. Finally, we're racing here, not only in the city, but around the stadium of the Orioles. So it's like my name is everywhere. If I don't win this one, man, I have to.
Because I travel a lot, and when I tell people I'm from Baltimore, unless the Ravens are winning, the only thing they know is The Wire, which is a great show, but not necessarily what we want to be known for. So I think, this is the Monaco of the USA. We got the harbor, we got the yachts, we got the stadiums. We got a beautiful backdrop for the race.
It's a part of the country that I don't think we have enough races in, and so it was exciting for us to get a chance to come down here and to do it as a street circuit. And we all love racing street circuits. It's so cool to really get into the city. I think it's the best way to introduce IndyCar to a new city, and it looks like they've done a phenomenal job here. We're really looking forward to getting out there.
Australian Will Power of Team Penske took the checkered flag for the 2011 Baltimore Grand Prix headlining IndyCar race. But the driver who came in just behind him could be a sign of good things to come. Oriol Servia, the driver who thought it was his destiny to race here, came in second. And if there's one thing folks from Baltimore love, it's their Orioles. So the next time you think about Baltimore, think racing.